Hello, my favorite yogis. My name is Natasha. Welcome to yoga class. We have a power yoga creative sequence flow. I am doing ladder style today. After a warm up with some drill work and activation of the muscles, we will start our flow with a little section and continue to add on pieces until we have one long flow. We'll have opportunities to do an arm balance, which will be lizard lunge. Blocks will come in handy. We're also going to be doing lots of stretches for the shoulders and the hamstrings to prepare for compass and bird of paradise. All right, so it'll be a fun and challenging flow, and we will take it in sections. And then when I teach the whole flow for just the flow class, it'll just be one continuously long sequence. Here's where we break it down and do a true power hour class. All right, we're gonna start on our backs today. So go ahead and come into a comfortable position. Keep the knees bent, maybe feet wide, knees knock in. Come to the back of your skull, chin up. If you have a hair tie, you might need to move your hair out of the way. One hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. We're gonna relax for a moment, softening through the forehead, the eyebrows, the jaw, and the tongue. Allow your elbows and shoulders and hips to get heavy. Allow the earth to support you. As we ground into our space and come into our bodies, let's let go of distractions around us and in our mind. Let's let go of stress, any judgment on our bodies, any expectations on our practice. We're going to move intuitively, listening to our bodies, challenging ourselves, but also knowing when maybe something doesn't feel right or we need to take time to rest. You can always hit pause or choose different shapes or even a child's pose at any time during class today. All right, let's take a couple of deep rounds of breath. The first couple, just sigh out the mouth. Inhale. And big sigh out. It can be audible, bringing you into the moment. Inhale deeply, expanding like a balloon, front, back, and sides of the torso. And then sigh it out. Then perhaps changing the breath to Ujjayi pranayama breathing, inhaling and now exhaling through the nose. On your exhale, you'll feel a vibration on the back of the throat, a slight constriction causing that sound, and you'll feel a vibration happening. At the bottom of the breath, you'll feel a deep toning or engagement on your core muscles as you shrink in, corset the ribs. And then just continue to expand deeply and fully exhale, shrink, corset inward. Keep the face relaxed and just connect to the breath here. Good, go ahead and float your hands up into the sky and then your legs to follow. We're gonna flex and point our wrists, fingers, and toes, ankles and wrists, bringing your fingers to you and away, and then taking opposition. So flex one side, point the other side, and just go back and forth, really articulating, exaggerating, using your forearm, your calves, your shins. Good. Flex, point. Make a fist and circles outside, grounding into low back, and reverse circles inside. And like you're flicking water off your hands, you're gonna blink your fingers and kick your knees and toes up. Flick, 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 flick. 4, faster, 3, 2, and 1. Give yourself a nice big hug. We'll curl our chin forward and make a little ball as you ground in. Can you hold your knees in place and lift your arms for 3, 2, tight tuck 1, grab onto the bottom of your feet, drop your head, pull your knees outside your ribs, and find a happy baby. Dropping your shoulders and tailbone, deep breath in, big sigh out. Beautiful. All right, we're gonna take a split leg, right leg up, left leg down. We're not that warm, so just wherever you are is your ending shape. And then just switch that, grounding into low back. Your hands can be down by your sides or on your belly, pulling your limbs apart with your own mobility strength. And split, little scissor, and split, little scissor, exhale. 2 more, exhale. All right, some gentle twists, dropping your knees and picking them up, dropping your knees and picking them up. Let's bring our hands to a T. You're gonna drop your legs over to one side, and then that same side you went to, drop that leg until you're into your L split. Now drop your legs the other way, all the way down and all the way up. And then that same side, that leg that was that direction, so if you're going to the right, your right leg drops and lifts. Do that again. Legs over to the side, exhale to rise. That leg falls, this time not a C curve, shoulder blades off the mat. Arms to your T. Legs go to the side, squeeze it up. That leg drops and you C curve your shoulders off the mat. All right, we're gonna add a bridge to that. Take your legs to the side and exhale up. Take that leg down into your L, and then bend that knee and peel up the vertebrae as your head comes back down. You're in a one-legged low glute bridge. Lower down the hips, lift the legs. Legs go to the side as low as you can, amount of space. Squeeze it up. Now drop that leg to your L and curl your shoulders up. Bend that knee, roll down the vertebrae. When your head lands, you're peeling up your hips to a one-legged glute bridge. Squeeze, use your inner thighs, your glutes, your hamstrings. Roll down, lift your legs. Legs to the side, squeeze it up. L, C curve lift. Bend that knee and press into your glute bridge. Squeeze it up there, isometric hold. Bring it down, hips down, legs up. Take the legs to the side last time. Squeeze the legs up, exhale. Tuck your chin, drop that leg into your split, bend the knee and peel off the spine, head down, lifting to your bridge. All right, squeeze and hold. 3, 2, and 1. Lower down, we're gonna curl both legs forward to a low boat, and then try to move into a lifted seated boat pose. If you have more range of motion, let's straighten out those legs. Take one more breath here. Squeezing your quads, hip flexors, and your core. All right, changing it into a crab reach. Feet hip width. Circle sweep your right fingers back. Bring your head with your left arm and lift your hips. And sit to boat. Left arm sweeps back, lift your hips, frame your head with your right arm. You can look up, you can look down or sideways. Squeeze your glutes, puff up through the chest, have a seat, and find your boat. Moving into a malasana. We're gonna use our hands if we need. If you don't, try to come right into a yogi squat. Take a breath here as you lengthen your spine. We'll do the same thing going back into your crab reach, this time from yogi squat. If you need a moment to explore some high heels, low heels, ankle release, toe stretches, and let's spin our right hand back. Lift your hips. You kind of have to trust yourself to fall back a little bit so you have the space, and then push off your hand, bring your shoulders and hands forward. Lengthen out your spine, circle sweep your left hand. Kind of a little bit of a trust fall there. Lift your hips, crab reach, and spin back to your malasana. This time we'll take a crab reach and we'll add a forward fold. Send your right hand back, lift your hips. Now spin forward, lift your hips, bind your hands, drop your head. Squeeze your shoulder blades And allow your heavy hands to fall forward. Heavy head, releasing tension in the neck. We haven't been in a fold, so just maybe keep the knees bent or try to bend and straighten. Rock into toes and heels. And then sit back down. All right, spinning your left hand behind you. Crowd reach, hips up, heart up. Pushing forward. Binding your hands, dropping your head, lifting your hips. Squeezing those shoulders to create that space there. All right, back into your yogi squat. This time we're gonna jump back to plank, finding a nice tall and lifted plank. Walk your hands back to your knees, bend your knees, and sit on your heels for a toe stand balance. You could press your fingertips together. High heels, big toe stretch. Only if you have the mobility, we could try to bring our heels down to yogi squat, this time with our knees crouched inward around the spine. And we're gonna take a little walk and a snake into cobra. Crawl your hands forward, bend your elbows, and slither each part of the body down to your belly. You might need to drag your toes back a little bit to make that happen. Gently lift into some cobra rolls up and down. Lift, straighten your elbows only if that feels good. You could do this with fingertips too to give your wrists a moment. Lift and press it back. Taking a little child's pose. We'll snake that one more time. This time try to go to upward facing. Bend your elbows, slither, slither, slither. Lift your chest, shoulders down, heart forward. Big breath here. And we're gonna zip it up and come into tabletop. Counter stretch the hands upside down with some more blinking fingers. Fingers backwards, upside down, maybe sideways. Also moving through some cat-cow. You could do this on fists to release your wrists even further. Round the spine, tuck your tailbone, squeeze your belly, lift head, chest, tailbone. Move your hips side to side. Anything you want to do here before we get started, you could just sit back, take some breaths, shake out your wrists, your shoulders, maybe a little neck release, some circles in the neck, or maybe you're continuing in your tabletop, making different shapes there. All right, the flow starts here. Spread your fingers, wrap your elbow crease forward, push your shoulders down, and tuck your toes under to hover your tabletop. Let's bounce it out, getting used to the hover and the strength from your core and your shoulders. We're starting with a kick through. Right foot is gonna kick to the left arm lifts, back down. Left foot to the right, kick through, come back, kick through, come back, kick through, come back, knees down. Cat the back curl. All right, adding the second pose. Kick through to a jumping lizard. The kick through leg is gonna jump outside the pinky while the leg that's back is gonna jump behind you. Here we go. Off the knees, kick through, right leg to the left, jumping to lizard, left hand down, right foot out, left foot back, lower to the knee, and puff the chest forward. So we haven't been here, might be a little intense for your hip flexor, your quad, lengthen your spine, and rock back to a half split. We're gonna move through a few breaths before we move a little faster. Rock forward, half split, rock back. Drop your head in between your arms. Take a moment there. Come back, tuck your back toes under, lift the knee, and jump back to the hovering table. Left foot kicks to the right. Jumping lizard lunge, left foot out, right foot back. Drop onto the knee and just take some moments to bring in that flexibility. Squeeze your glutes, pull your heart through, and then rock back, half split, low lunge, Fast or slow, you can linger or you can just move with your breath. On the last one, drop your head in between your arms, flex your toes, try to deepen, and then come on back to lizard lunge. Tuck your toes, pick up your back knee, and jump back to table. Adding on, right foot to the left, kick through, jumping lizard. Now twisting lizard, lift your right arm. You can circle that wrist a few times. All right, let's add one more piece. We're gonna turn the other way for Skandasana to the back knee, which will be your left knee. Turn left, bend your left knee. Your toes come with you, and your right elbow reaches across to that left knee. So your back knee is bent. Slide back to your tabletop. So you're gonna sweep your toes and hands forward and jump your feet to the hover. Kick through, left foot to the right. Jumping lizard, heart forward, shoulders down. Twisting lizard, circle your wrists a few times. Stack your shoulders, press into those bottom fingers. Now turn right, bend your right knee, all 10 toes go with you, and your left elbow reaches across to the right knee. All right, bring your hands back to the table, jump your feet to kneeling. You can come back to the knees and just give yourself a little bit of a wrist release. Okay, we are adding on a few more shapes. Blink out those fingers, shake out your hands, come back to your tabletop. Hover your knees, kick through, right foot to the left, jumping lizard, right foot out. Twisting lizard, lift your right arm. Skandasana, turn left, bring your toes, bend your back knee, your left knee. From here, we're gonna sweep our hands in a circle for warrior two. Your front toes will spin forward. Arms pull apart. Bend the front knee, straighten the back knee, all 10 toes grounding. Spin your upper body forward. Bind your hands behind your back and lift your chest, little proud warrior. Squeeze your shoulder blades, humble warrior. Drop your head to the inside of the right knee. Your shoulder might make contact or slide inside. Take some breaths here. Arms trying to go off the back or up or even forward. Shake out your head. All right, you're gonna go into a wide leg fold. Spin your body to the left and bring your right toes inward. Wide leg fold. Head is heavy. You might find a little more space for your shoulders now. One more breath. Release your hands. Wrap your hands around your shoulders like you're giving yourself a hug. Underneath now to counter stretch. Tuck your chin, firm your quads, lift your kneecaps. Can you get another inch forward? Maybe dip into your toes. And lift halfway, fingertips down. Spinning to pyramid, you're gonna turn all 10 toes forward, left back toes to the 45, and melt your upper body down. You might have a bent knee position, that's okay. And you might shorten your distance of your legs from the wide fold to the pyramid. So don't be afraid to readjust and go where you wanna go. You're never glued down. Take a big breath here as your head hangs heavy. Bring your hands down and step back to your tabletop hover. Let's do it on the other side. Left foot kicks to the right, kick through. Jumping lizard, twisting lizard. Turn right, Skandasana, bend your right knee. Now, big circle sweep. You might hop your foot in slightly, don't have to. And you're gonna spin your toes forward as your arms circle over to warrior two. Bend your front knee, ground into the feet. Straighten your back knee, pull your arms apart, keeping your feet placed. Pull your shoulders back, hands bind, and lift your heart, pulling the hands away from the body. Proud warrior to humble warrior bow inside that front left knee. You might start to feel more space in the shoulders. Head just gets to hang heavy. Scissor your inner thighs. And as we move into wide leg fold, we let our bodies move to the right as our left toes come in, slightly pigeon toe. All right, get a little bit heavier. See if there's a little more space to drop the arms forward. Big breath. And then we'll slowly release our hands. Give ourselves a hug in the front, wrapping our arms towards our shoulder blades. Our fingers maybe wrap our scapula, tuck your chin, tone your quads, fall heavier. And release your hands. Halfway lift on your fingertips, lengthen. Exhale, spin forward, maybe hop in a touch for pyramid. Back of your neck long, no wrinkles back there. Everything just gets to hang with gravity. Scissor your inner thighs and keep your legs active. Upper body gets to hang like a rag doll here. Shake out your neck. Find a little more space in your front hamstrings. And place your hands down, step back. This time let's just kneel and sit back on our heels. A nice counter stretch might be to flip the top of your hands on your thighs and your palms up with some flapping or blinking fingers here. All right, shoulders get some nice circles, and now we're gonna add another big chunk of the flow. From pyramid, we're going to a down dog split. Shake out your wrists and meet me in your hovering table. Spread your fingers, grip the floor. That'll protect your wrists if you're engaging up the forearm and into the shoulders and core. Here we go. Float. Right foot kicks to the left. Kick through. Jumping lizard. Twisting lizard. Turn left, Skandasana. Sweep your arms, warrior two. Bind your hands, heart forward and up. Fold, humble warrior. Turn to your left, bring your right toes with you, falling center with gravity. Release your hands. This time maybe crawl your hands in between your legs and try to pull yourself deeper into the fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, rotate everything forward, sweeping your left hip around for pyramid. Nice big opening in those hamstrings. Plant your hands down, even if you need to bend the knees. Hop onto the ball of the back foot, like you're wearing high heels on the left foot. And then this right foot that's under your face is gonna kick up to a down dog split. Here's our add-on. Knee to nose crunch. Hold, push the ground away. Now flip your knee up into the sky, stacking right hip over left. Like you're gonna fall, but you're pressing really hard on the left hand. All right, the kick through is gonna happen again from up here. Your right leg is gonna swing under and across. And on this one, I want you to drop into your right side leg. You might drag your back toes a little further and work on a twist here, pulling your shoulders forward like up dog. Bend your elbows like chaturanga and bring your chest and maybe your chin to the mat. You could keep your hands there for support, or you could slide your hands into a T outside your shoulders. Take a big breath. Slide your hands back in towards your chest so you can pick your body back up to that up dog with the crisscross L legs. Lizard lunge. Lift your hips and swing that right leg to the right. Now, left hand's gonna take a big step away from the body. Your arm is in a 45-degree angle, so we can lift our hips, spin our toes to the right, and find lounging lizard with lots of space between our hand and our left hand and our hip. Slouching into the shape, maybe shake out that wrist there. You could drop your head towards that front shoulder. Good. And then we're going to spin our elbows down. So you might need to make this work for you. We're gonna try to kick our right leg to the side in this awkward split. Belly and hips down. Our right leg is just as high as we can get it. You can wiggle your toes up towards your mat. It's kind of a sideways split. Feeling your inner thighs and your hamstrings. Engage the quad. Beautiful. All right, those left fingers are gonna turn to the right and you're gonna stack your hips. Lying sideways in side laying. Now pushing down into that shoulder, zip up to a forearm side plank, squeezing your core, your left shoulder. We're gonna walk into plank by turning your toes down, belly down, walk right, left, high plank, turn the other way for side plank, left arm is up, stacking your hips, squeezing and pushing the ground away. Now vinyasa, plank, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin, toes back, heart through, up dog or cobra. And exhale, child's pose. Pressing your hips back, dropping your head. Stay in child's pose for a breath or roll up to that kneeling breath and a counter stretch on the wrists again. Little shake, neck release. Anything you need to do, giving you a quick moment in between. Same thing, second side. So we added on that whole second part, or maybe third part, with all the down dog, through, across to lizard, lounging lizards. Okay, wrap your elbows forward, spread your fingers in, grip, tuck your toes and hover. Here we go, left foot kicks to the right, kick through. Jumping lizard. Twisting lizard, open up your left arm, stack, turn right, skandasana to the back of the mat. Circle sweep your arms, turn your toes forward, warrior two. Spin your heart forward, bind your hands behind your back, puff, proud to humble warrior. Dropping heavy, squeezing shoulder blades, chest expansion. Spin right, bring your left toes in, wide leg fold. Another breath. Drop your arms, maybe crawl your hands forward and tug yourself a little deeper. Lift up halfway, inhale, lengthen your spine, and then pull everything forward. Hop your right foot around, hip swings forward, pyramid pose. Hands down, take your right toes, hop onto the ball of the foot like you're wearing a high heel. And then as you push into your hands, slide the left foot back to down dog split. Left toes reaching high. Big knee to nose crunch and hold. Push the floor down. Hug the knee in, squeeze your core. Now peel the knee up and around. Stacked hip. Really pressing into the right hand, testing out, kind of challenging that balance as you tip over. Push a little harder. Now threading the left leg all the way across until you can straighten out your leg. Your back leg, maybe you stay on the toes with your knees pointed down, or you could release your foot. We're gonna work down to the chest. And if there's space and you feel safe and comfortable, your hands could come out to a T position. Big breath here. Bring your hands back, wiggle them back to the chest, lift your heart. Tuck your back toes under, lift your hips and jump this left foot to the left, back to lizard lunge. Now hop onto the ball of the foot, reach your right arm far away, create a 45-degree angle, all 10 toes pivot to the left, and your right hip lands for lounging lizard. Let your shoulders sink, drop your ear to your shoulder, feel your right side body and the side of your left side of your neck. Ooh. And then press down. Take a breather there. Moving on to our forearms, this left leg is gonna slide as high as you can up towards the top of your mat. Again, don't be afraid to reposition yourself. If your knee's not in a good place, lift and lower. Pulling your heart forward, shoulders down, just like Sphinx, but with a big split. If your leg is out here, that's great. If you kind of wiggle, 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 try to get it higher, if there's more space. All right, this right hand is gonna swing to the left, elbow under shoulder, side laying, stacking, 2, forearm side plank. Big effort to push down into the shoulders and lift those hips through the core. Cinch up that belly, Squeeze the glutes, the inner thighs. All right, we're gonna take that little commando swing, hand to hand to plank. Toes down, knees down, belly down, left hand, right hand, plank. Open up, right arm, side plank. Anytime you wanna release your wrist, you're welcome to. Try to push the ground down and forward and lift your hips. Moving through vinyasa, plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog. And exhale, let's go downward facing dog. Pedal out your down dog, one at a time, bending knees, and then twisting knees and hips moving away. Beautiful. All right, any way you want to get up to the top of the mat, you can take a short down dog and a couple of bounces, and then maybe a big jump, hips up, feet, 2 fingers. Drop your head, shake out your hands, maybe step on your hands, using your toes to massage your wrists and the top of your palm. Release. Let's take a ragdoll up. On your next exhale, make your way up to Tadasana, mountain pose. I hope my head's not cut off. Try to find the best position where you can see it a little up close and I don't cut myself out. But I'm just guessing. All right, shake out your hands. Maybe a good place for a water break or a pause. Maybe a good place for a little bit of bouncing, vibration work, where you're gonna just start to move. Either little bounces on the balls of the feet. You could do a little jump rope action. You can just start to move and dance. And then get a little wiggly, a little weird, and find your strong, still mountain. Ground into the feet, tuck your tailbone, kneecaps rise, head rises, shoulders down. Surrender to this moment, feeling the strength under your feet and in your body, connecting to the breath again. All right, we're gonna add on the second to last piece. Inhale, back bend, heart up, toes press, glutes on. Forward fold, swan dive. Soften the knees, curl it in. Halfway lift, crouch, folding chair to vinyasa, jump back. Your flow. Instead of down dog, let's bring it into tabletop and tuck those toes under. Here we go. Kick through, right foot to the left. Jumping lizard, twisting lizard. Turn left, Skandasana. Circle sweep to warrior 2. Bind, heart open. And fold, humble warrior. Turn left, right toes pigeon toe in, wide leg forward fold, head heavy. Release your hands, crawl back. You're welcome to do a quick headstand, only if that's in your practice and very safe for you. Halfway lift, inhale. Spin forward, pyramid. Hands down, ball of the left foot, right foot up, down dog split. Knee to nose crunch. Now lift the knees, stack the hips, very optional. You could flip and land on the right foot. Then add your kick through, knee under and slides across. Hips land, your L position, legs twist, chest down. Keep your hands where they are this time. Lift your heart, lift your hips, jump your right foot to the right, lizard. Left hand crawls forward. Lift your hips and spin all toes to the right, lounging lizard. Come down to your forearms and slide your right foot high, wherever that is for you. Split. If you're really comfortable with arm balances and you do want to try a flying split, you're welcome to back up. Walk your hands in. Wrap your knee over your tricep. Maybe bend the knee, lean forward. Maybe bend both knees. Flying split. Any way you went, meet me in side laying, circling out your wrists and preparing to lift to forearm side plank, lift, plank, turn down towards the mat, side plank, other side. Here's our add-on. Left knee lifts, lift the hips. Spin your left knee down slowly, land knee under hip, look forward. Hamstring curl your right foot, grab onto the big toe edge or either side and lift tiger pose. Maybe hop your fingers in or reconnect, reset yourself if you weren't in a good position for it. Take a breath as you kick those toes up, send the heart forward, press into those fingers. Make sure your back toes are not tucked. We are gonna move quickly to sit behind your heel. Sit back and spin your right leg up. Kick it up, sit back. All right, here's your option for compass or any variation. Pinky finger to pinky toe. Your knee is gonna stay bent if you need it to, okay? If you have tight hamstrings. Your right elbow is going to hook under and you're gonna pull that leg on your shoulder like a backpack strap. This could be your compass today. You are modifying and you're keeping the knee bent. Otherwise, you'll need very open shoulders and hamstrings, inner thigh. So stay here or possibly straighten out. A good little trick to help you straight out is to not be grounded on both sit bones. You can lift onto your left sit bone and you'll have a little more space for your shoulder and your leg. Either way, bend your knee. We're gonna step forward and lift our hips. Put your right foot down. Take your right hand behind the back to the hips or the back of the hips and your left hand around your back. Can your fingers find each other or your hands? You're welcome to stay here in bound lizard or tuck your toes and rise off your back knee, bound lizard, elevated. Take a breath here. Squeeze. Lower onto the knee and release your hands. All right, so your right leg is still over the right shoulder and you're welcome to try flying lizard. We'll have another chance as well. I'm gonna encourage you to maybe grab some blocks. It's gonna give you a lot more space to make this happen. Hook your elbow under your right shoulder and then plant the hands down and you can just let this right foot float. Stay on the back knee or the back foot if you need to. This right foot, we're gonna try to curl it under and bend your elbows to chaturanga. That might be all you get to today, is practicing wrapping the toes in, bending your elbows, and pulling your chest forward. And that would be great. If you understand the counterbalance of any arm balance, you're gonna need to lean very far forward to make your leg light enough to lift in the back. And keeping bent knees is a great modification. It's a lighter load to lift. So we wrap our toes backwards, bend your elbows, lean, 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 and maybe float your left knee up. Good. Unravel. Release your hands on top of the blocks or palms up and wiggle out your fingers. Beautiful job. Come into kneeling and take some neck, shoulder, wrist release. Anything you need to do, and you can set your blocks off so that we can do the other side. And then we'll hit the flow one final time and add on your bird of paradise. All right, massage the forearms. Circle out. I told you it was a lot on the hands today. So pace yourself, skip things that you don't need to do. Take breaks as needed. All right. If your wrists are feeling great and you want to down dog to handstand or float, feel free. If you want to rest your wrists for now, let's just walk right up to Tadasana. I'll leave that up to you. Walk it up or float up all the way back to that starting position. Give everything a nice shake, maybe those vibration bounces. Any little active movement, circling your hips and your arms, wrapping yourself with some big hugs, and then eventually planting into grounding stillness of your mountain. On your back bend, lift your heart, squeeze your glutes and hips forward, maybe drop your head. Exhale, forward, fold, swan dive. Soften the knees, melt. Halfway lift, folding chair, crouch. Jump back to chaturanga, plank, or any vinyasa. Upward facing dog to tabletop. Walk it all in, set yourself down. Make sure your hairs aren't falling all over your mat. All right, meet me in tabletop. Left foot kicks to the right, jumping lizard, left foot forward, twisting lizard to your left, spin right, skandasana, turn. Circle sweep to warrior two, option to hop your foot closer to the middle, bind your hands, heart forward and up, proud to humble warrior. Turn to the right, left toes come with you, drop deeper. Option to bring your hands, pull yourself forward, any inversion if it's quick and easy for you. Halfway lift, inhale, spin home for pyramid. Hands plant, right toes down, high heel kick to your down dog split. Knee to nose crunch, use your core. Now stacked hip, knee peels up and over. Remember, if you'd like, you could take a quick little landing, flip or not, and then this left foot is gonna kick under and through, making that scissor L, and you're gonna lower to your chest. Lift back, swing your hips up, hop your foot to the left, lizard. Hop onto the ball of the foot, right hand stretches far from the body so you can spin your toes left and find your lounging lizard. Forearms swing down, left foot crawls up. Come onto the right thigh, like Sphinx with a deep split. If you're really into arm balances and you do want to try a flying split, hook your elbow under your leg, lean and fly, bent knees, straight legs, whatever you got. And then meet me in side laying on your right elbow, stacked hips and legs, preparing to lift to side forearm plank, zip, lift. Peeling your chest down, hand to hand high plank, and open up to the right side plank. Bring your right knee up if you can, and elevate your hips. Spin down for tiger. You're gonna take your right toes and knee gently to the mat. Charge your heart forward. Hamstring curl your left leg. See if you can grab the foot and kick into it. If your toes are tucked for stability, that's fine. When you swing back to the seated shape, just drop onto the top of the foot. Take some breaths. Do you have any more space for the shoulder, the chest, and the front body? Now, when you sit back, the left foot kicks up, drop, push up your hands, sit behind your heel, and swing the left foot up. Right pinky finger tries to find left pinky toe. Then you hook your elbow under, and you could pull your leg up onto the shoulder a little higher like a backpack strap. And this could be your compass. This is a great place to be, just a bent knee here. Doesn't take as much flexibility. Or you could try to straighten out. Your elbow rises, your foot, your knee straightens, and you find a deeper position. Take a breath or two. Moving into bound lizard. Bend your knee. Keep your elbow where it is, but crawl forward. Left foot lands. Keep your right knee down as long as you need to. Left hand behind the back, right hand behind the back. Maybe you find something to grab. Either stay here or lift off your back knee. Tuck your toes, chest down, arms bound, breath. Lower back to the right knee, and here's your chance for flying lizard with or without the blocks. Gather up your blocks. Your left elbow still hooks, and you try to float the left toes back as you chaturanga the elbows. Maybe you stay here today, or you tip so far forward that the right leg or knee or leg can fly. Oof. And then just unravel and come to a seated position. Counter stretch those wrists. I know the forearms and the wrists are probably fatiguing, so maybe that's all you got in you for today, and you don't want to repeat that class one more time or the flow one more time. Totally reasonable. You could take time to recover and maybe build on to that. If you do have it in you, make sure to just counter stretch. And this will be our last time through the flow. After your flying lizard, we're going to try to stand up to bird of paradise. All right. How are we doing? Anything you want to do here? Maybe it's some breaths in child's pose. It's stretching. If you're like, I'm not even tired, maybe it's some dolphin, some pincha practice, just to keep your wrists relaxed, but still working. So you could come into a pincha, a forearm stand, or just dolphin work, anything that's calling you. I would probably stay off the hands though, just because we have the whole flow one more time. All right, however you want to get up to the top of the mat, ragdoll yourself all the way up, and let's flow. Remember, it's up dog to table. Big breath in, big sigh out. Let's do this. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, swan dive. Halfway lift, crouch. Jumping to vinyasa. Tuck your toes, hop it in, load. Hovering table or beast, down right foot kicks to the left. Kick through, jumping lizard. Twisting lizard, Skandasana left, sweep to warrior two, bind, open chest, proud warrior, exhale, humble warrior, turn right toes in, spin to the middle, wide leg fold, any variation. Ooh. Any quick inversion, or just let your head and neck rest. Halfway lift. Spin forward pyramid. Plant your hands down. Hop onto the ball of the foot. Down dog split. Knee to nose crunch. Knee high stack hips. Either flip onto your right foot or stay. Meet me in the kick through. Drop your hips, lift your heart, little chaturanga, chest down. Lift the heart, lift the hips, jump the foot, lizard. Crawl your left hand away from the body so you have space to turn your toes and drop your left hip. All right, let's just stack our hips here. Come down to the forearm, lift your hips. Forearm, side plank, plank, hop it up, open up, left arm up. Any variation, maybe a star or a high knee, moving down, left knee lands, tiger pose, grab and lift. Sit behind your heel, kick the right foot up, seated compass. Any variation. Step on the right foot, bound lizard, You can bind and then lift the knee, or lift the knee and bind. Option for flying lizard. Pull your knee under, your toes under, float. If you needed to grab blocks, take your time, that's okay. Work on your flight, or maybe just rest. You can do a kneeling, humble lizard or humble warrior. Moving into the last little piece, bind again. This time, we're going to walk the right foot back a little bit and step on the left foot. Lift your knee, step the left foot side by side, and pick up your right heel. Don't be afraid to readjust where your feet are. Get as comfortable as you can. Step on your left foot completely and start to lift your shape. You might stay here in flamingo, keeping the chest down and the knee bent. You might be able to stack your shoulders, but keep the right knee bent. And the last piece would be trying to straighten your knees, lift your chest, and breathe. We did it. Maybe. Let me know. Shake it all out. Whew. All right. Second side, last time through. Connect to the breath. Release your wrists, your shoulders, your neck. Shake, bounce, sway, swing. What do you want to do here? Meet me in mountain pose. Last time through. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, swan dive. Halfway lift, crouch to float. Jump back. Up dog. Walk back to table and then load it up. Hover. Left foot kicks to the right. Kick through, jumping lizard. Twisting lizard. Skandasana, turn right. Twist. Sweep your arms, step to the middle, toes forward, warrior two. Heart spins forward, bind, chest up. Chest down, humble warrior. Spin right, wide leg fold, take your toes inward, drop deep. Release your hands. Anything you want to do here, deeper fold, quick inversion. Halfway lift, spin forward, hop forward, pyramid. Plant your hands down, lift onto the right ball of the foot, kick the left foot up, down dog split. Knee to nose crunch. Knee peels up and over. Option to stay for the thread or flip. Land on your left foot and then pull your knee all the way around and across. Straight leg, twist, threading leg, fold. Lift your chest, lift your hips, you're on the back toes, hop to lizard. Reach your right hand far from the body as you lift your hips and spin your toes left, lounging lizard. Beautiful. And then just come to side lay. Lower to the forearm, lift your hips. Forearm side plank, squeeze. Plank, walk it up, toes down. Open up the other way, side plank. Big variation, whatever you got. You want to lift your knee, star, hips up, push your mat forward. Then spin down, toes and knee, right knee lands. And we're setting up for tiger. Right hand grabbing left top of the foot, heart forward, squeeze. When you sit back, release your foot. Swing your left leg up, push, sit behind your left heel. Any variation of compass. Your right pinky matches up with your left pinky toe, and you maybe keep the knee bent or straight. All right, bound lizard. Bend the knee, step on it. Keep that arm threaded if you can. Bind your hands behind your back. Maybe elevate your knee. Wiggle your toes back if you have the space. Feel free to stay here, gather up your blocks, or lift your toes, chaturanga the elbows as your left toes spin back. Lean, 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 tilt, and try to fly. Come on back down. Bind again. And then just explore bringing your left foot back a little bit, coming off of your right knee, hopping your right foot side by side. Whenever you are ready, start to shift your balance into your right foot. Maybe a tippy toe stays. Then maybe you find a just folded in flamingo, or we start to lift our shoulders to stack. You don't have to straighten the left knee. That would be the last piece. And your arms might start to float, kind of pull away to a more comfortable position to give your legs space. Keep the bind, but don't be afraid to slide it. And release. Whew. Maybe in a forward fold. Take a breath here. Then open up your toes and meet me in a yogi squat. Counter stretch the wrists, back of the palms rolling out. Come back to seated and kick up to boat. All right, I was gonna offer some firefly practice, but I do think that that was a lot on the hands for today. So I think we'll do that in another class. Big boat, high, big boat, low, squeeze that belly, rock your heels down and float to a fold. Big breath here. And then rounding your spine, inch by inch, make sure you have space behind you, to your shavasana. So I'm gonna leave you here, but if you are craving just some nice stretches, some twists, some bridge, plow, I mean, the possibilities are endless and you could do a lot of stuff still off the hands if your wrists are fatigued. Otherwise, make sure you take at least 2 to 3 minutes of stillness, allowing your mind and your body to reap the benefits of the practice. Try not to skip that. I know it's so easy to just think you don't have time, but it truly gives your body a chance to repair and recover and just seal in all that hard work you did by letting go, softening the tension out of the face, the body, the mind. And also just gives you time for gratitude for doing all that hard work today. Whatever you could do, whatever you couldn't do, no judgment. Appreciate that you put the time and effort in and you did something healthy for your mind and your body. Please let me know how it went. Drop a heart in the comments so I can thank you personally. A comment, a like, a share go a really long way, and maybe you'd consider becoming a member. It's only $3 a month to support my channel. You get the releases first, and think of it as just a tip for my hard work. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I will see you in the next video. Bye.